Hello student. Today I am going to discuss about the chapter number 6 physical and chemical changes of class 7th. We have many substances around us. Changes are taking place all around us. Some of the changes observed by us in our everyday life are formation of curd from milk, cooking of food, burning of fuels, drying of clothes, ripening of fruits, and rusting of iron. Some changes are beneficial to us, where some are harmful to us. The changes in a substance does not occur on its own. There is always a cause which brings about a change in a substance. Changes can be two types, physical changes and chemical changes. We will now discuss physical changes and chemical changes in detail, one by one. Let us start with the physical changes. The physical changes are temporary changes which can be easily reversed to from the original substance. We will now take an example to understand a physical change clearly. Let us take a sheet of paper and cut it into a number of pieces. Now, we cannot join the cut piece of paper to make the original sheet of paper, but each small piece of paper is still paper. It has not changed into something else. So, during the cutting of a sheet of paper into pieces of paper, only the size and shape of paper has changed, but no new substance has been formed. So, the cutting of paper is a physical change. Some more examples of physical changes are melting of ice to form water, freezing of water to form ice, boiling of water to form steam, condensation of steam to form water, evaporation of water to form water vapor, condensation of water vapor to form liquid water, cutting of cloth, etc. Chemical changes. Those changes in which new substances are formed are called chemical changes. The chemical changes are permanent changes which can usually not be reversed to form the original substance. Let us take an example to understand a chemical change clearly. If we burn a piece of paper with the lighted matchstick, then entirely new substances such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, smoke, and ash are produced. So, the burning of paper is a chemical change. Heat and light are also given out during the burning of paper. The burning of paper is a permanent change which cannot be reversed. Some more examples of chemical changes are souring of milk, formation of curd from milk, cooking of food like rice and chapatis, change in color of cut apple, photosynthesis, digestion of food, neutralization reaction, etc. Now we will learn about rusting of iron. When an iron object is left in damp air for a considerable time, it gets covered with a red brown flaky substance called rust. This is called rusting of iron. During the rusting of iron, iron metal combines with the oxygen in the presence of water to form a compound iron oxide. This iron oxide is rust. Rusting of iron is a chemical change. Condition necessary for rusting. Both oxygen and water must be present for rusting of iron into occur. So, two conditions are necessary for the rusting of iron to take place: presence of oxygen of air and presence of water or water vapor called moisture. How do we prevent rusting of iron? Rusting takes place when an iron object comes in contact with air and water. So, if air and water are prevented from coming in contact with iron object, then rusting will not take place. Some of the methods of preventing rusting of iron are: rusting of iron can be prevented by painting, can be prevented by applying grease or oil. Rusting of iron can be prevented by galvanization. Iron is coated with chromium to prevent rusting. Rusting of iron can be prevented by alloying it to make stainless steel. Crystallization: the process of cooling a hot concentrate solution of a substance to obtain crystal is called crystallization. The process of crystallization is used to obtain large crystals of a pure solid substance from the impure solid substance. An impure solid substance usually contains two types of impurities: insoluble impurities and soluble impurities. The insoluble impurities are removed by filtering its solution, whereas soluble impurities get removed during crystallization.